Hello and welcome. My name is Mel and I'm here to guide you through all things yoga. Today's chair yoga practice will be focusing on wrists and ankles, not only maintaining mobility, but also maintaining strength. Reminder that for our chair yoga practice, we want a chair that we can sit in comfortably and have our feet firmly planted on the ground. We also want to have a rolled up blanket or bolster long pillow so we can keep it along the back side of the body, offering plenty support for the low and mid back. When you are ready to get started, please join me seated with no shoes on. As you get adjusted and comfortable in your seat, adjust the pillow or rolled up blanket to any height that feels good for you. Some days you may want that support to be lower, a little bit more towards the sacrum or low back, giving you that lumbar support. Some days you may want a little bit higher to have that pressure against your thoracic spine, right where the ribs are. Wherever you are, have the feet at hip distance, option to have them just a little bit wider. Take a moment to notice if the toes are pointing out, if the toes are pointing in. Let's see if we can make the toes point straight ahead. Knees approximately hip distance, feet approximately hip distance. Taking the hands to the thighs, let's draw the shoulders down the back. Finding a stacked spine here, shoulders stacking over the hips so each one of the vertebrae can be nice and tall. Now remembering that the bodies are not perfect machines, we are not robots, things will not always be perfectly aligned, but the goal is to have the intention of it. Hands resting, elbows dropped. Let's gently close the eyes if you're comfortable, or simply soften the gaze by finding one non-moving point in the room that you can gently stare at, gently soften the eyelids. Take a few moments here to just notice your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose, beginning to bring awareness to each breath. Noticing maybe if you've even taken a full breath yet today, let's bring the inhales deeper. Taking time to empty the lungs, not forcing either end of the breath, not forcing fullness, not forcing emptiness. Coming into a steady rhythm of inhalation and exhalation. Really putting an effort to tune into the breath. It's likely the mind may be all over the place, thinking about what you're doing later, things that happened earlier today. I want you to put effort into focusing on the inhale. Really pay attention to the exhale. With the inhales being invited in deeper and the exhales becoming more complete, you were inviting in oxygen. Oxygen to saturate the blood flow as we eventually will bring movement into the body. That will let the body and breath know exactly where to send the oxygen to. Taking 3 more big breaths. Let that be your focus. Taking life one breath at a time. Continuing the breath in and out through the nose, finding a soft rhythm in the breath. See if you can make the inhales just as long as the exhales. Creating a breath that the body knows what to expect of. A breath that we do not have to catch, a breath we will never lose. As you stay with these rhythmic breaths in and out through the nostrils, start to find some head circles, some neck circles. guiding the head around around in every direction. Only as far as feels good in the body today. We're never trying to force the neck. We're not trying to crank the body. We just want to allow what is to be. Finding these movements slow and gentle. Have a grace for yourself. Taking 2 more breaths into these neck circles all the way around. So we then switch directions of these circles. Continue with that rhythmic breath. You may notice subtle differences between this direction versus the other. Taking some time to not critique yourself, not criticize. Not here to shame or resent the body. We want to appreciate, breathe into, assist, encourage. Bringing in 2 more deep breaths. Continuing with the circles. The head eventually comes back to center. Join me in 3 cleansing breaths. Let us inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears, hold the breath at the top, hold the shoulders up to the ears. On the exhale, sigh out the mouth, drop the shoulders. 2 more of those. Inhale, lifting those shoulders up. Gather up your tension on the exhale. Expel it, sigh it. 1 more big one. Inhale, bring those shoulders up. And exhale, soften the shoulders down. Check in with the body. Notice if you'd like to bring the support lower, higher, adjust what you have behind your back. Keeping those shoulders stacked with the hips. Let's begin by rolling out both wrists. Having a loose fist, so not a tight fist here, but just loose fist with the hands, gentle circles with the wrists. Continuing with those rhythmic breaths, switch directions of the circles. You may notice one wrist may feel incredibly different than the other wrist. You may notice one direction of rotation feels very different. So we bring the hands back to center. We're going to spread all of the fingers wide. Then find more circles with the wrists. Keeping those fingers spread as wide as you can. Then switching directions. Rotating the wrists the opposite way, keeping those fingers spread wide. It's okay if these movements feel awkward. It's okay if these movements feel foreign. We are here to move the body in the way we do not regularly. When you're ready, finish out those rounding and gently shake out the wrists. Just light, loose shakes. Option to dangle the wrists by the side, let them flop around. Just bring in a little blood flow back into them as we bring in awareness. Guiding the hands to heart center, draw the shoulders down and back, pressing the palms together. Take 5 breaths here, pressing the palms together if it is in your practice, if it feels good to your body. See if you can gently lift the elbows as you do this. Lifting the elbows to eventually become parallel with the wrist, in line with the wrist, or up a little bit. It's not meant to be easy. Big belly breaths. Pressing the hands into one another, keeping the fingers spread wide. Feel the connection of your hands. If and when you're ready, bring the back of the hands to touch right in front of us. bringing the back of the hands together, starting with the elbows in line with the wrists, maybe guiding the hands down a little further if that's too intense. As we bring the back of the hands to press into one another, option to stay here for these breaths, pressing the tops of the hands together. Option to start lifting up, pulling the elbows down just a little bit. That will increase the intensity. Take 5 breaths here. So you take these breaths, let's start to thank these wrists, really thanking the hands. Thanking everything we use them for, every time they work for us. Really honoring the relationship we have with these hands and wrists. And on that final breath out, slowly release the hands down to the side, shake those wrists out, let go of some of that stagnant energy you may have found. So we then bring the hands back into heart center. We're going to open the palms and just press the fingers in towards one another. Now this may be very intense. We may have just even micro movements, centimeters between the palms. You may have a very large space between the palms, but we're facing the palms down if it's in your practice, pressing the fingers together. Breathing deep, pull those elbows in if this is too intense. Take 2 big breaths here. You can rock the hands forward and away from you. Big opening for the fingers is a great way to stretch the palm. Remembering that we are all connected. The body comes back into center, hands into heart center. We're going to find full wrist rotations paired together. Starting with the hands together, we're going to peel the hands open, 1 finger at a time, starting with the pinkies. We're going to press the hands away from us, opening up, both palms facing forward, thumbs touching. Then we are going to flip the palms down as we rotate and start to press the back of the thumbs together, guiding the back of the hands to touch. Excellent. We're going to continue that rotation, guiding the fingertips to face the sternum. As we start to roll the hands forward, separating the back of the thumbs, the back of the hands, keeping the pinkies to touch, pressing the hands back to heart center. Now we're going to find that a little bit faster. Breathing deep in and out through the nose. Inhale to open the palms forward, start to flip them down. Exhale as you rotate the back of the hand around. Find these movements with your breath. Inhaling to open and turn. Exhaling to guide it around, back to heart center. Maybe loosen the breath, make this a little bit more casual. Moving a little bit faster if it's in your practice. See if you can really keep the hands connected and touching the whole way through. Mind-body connection here. This is more than just a stretch for the hands and the wrists. This is a wonderful exercise to keep your somatic awareness. Next time you return with the hands to heart center, we're going to reverse the direction. So we do this by pulling the hands a little closer towards us. We're going to start to open the thumbs towards the sternum. Palms face up, pinkies are still touching as the back of the hands press in together, turning the fingers down. You got it. Rolling along the hands, finding that movement, bringing in blood flow, awareness, fresh energy. 3 more rounds of these. See if you can notice your breath as you do it. Final time coming around, joining the hands back at heart center, draw the shoulders down and back, wiggle out the neck if we created some tension there, some tightness, roll through the shoulders if you crave it. So we then shake out the hands, shake out the arms a little bit, shimmy out the shoulders, let yourself loosen up, dissipate a little bit of that heat. So we then return the hands back onto the thighs or wherever's comfortable. Bringing our focus then into the feet, the ankles as well. Feet at hip distance. Again, hip distance or option to be just a little bit wider. We want to avoid having the feet in too close when we're doing this because we're not trying to close the hips. Keeping things centered. Both feet at a time, we are going to begin by lifting the toes off of the mat. See how high you can lift the feet off the mat while keeping the heels grounded. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, lower down each part of the foot, little by little, till the feet plant. Once the toes are back onto the ground, we are going to lift high onto the ball mount of the foot, lifting the heel up away from the mat. As you stay with your breath, slowly lower the heel down. We're going to find that connection. Really try to roll the foot back and forth like a rocking chair. When you're ready, inhale, lift the toes up. Keep the heels planted. Exhale, lower the toes, lift the heels all the way up. Inhale, lift those toes, plant those heels. Exhale, roll it forward. Now, if this feels like a lot or you feel like you're losing balance, one foot at a time. Staying with your breath, allowing for that connection. Because this is not only excellent for the feet themselves, to have that awareness and get to know the ground with the sole of the foot again. This is also phenomenal for our ankle strength and our ankle mobility. Reminding the body how to use these secondary muscles. These are not big, strong muscles like we use all day long, like our core, our glutes, or our thighs, our quads. These are little micro movements, the kind of movements that will keep us from falling, that will allow us to self-correct. So we bring the feet back into center, wiggle out the feet if you need, take a moment just to bring awareness, understand where you're at. As you ground down into these feet, we're going to focus on side to side, more lateral movements of the ankle. Pressing down into the feet, this we do one foot at a time. Beginning with the right foot, we're going to press down into the entire foot. Notice, see if you can become aware of the four corners of the feet, the edges of the feet. As you guide the foot down, start to rock the foot all the way to the right. See if we can lift up the inside of that instep. Nice big inhale as you do it. And on the exhale, slowly roll the foot back down. See if you can lift the pinky edge of the foot off of the mat, even just a centimeter. Inhale, rock the ankle to the right. Lift the instep of the foot. Exhale, plant it down, lift the right toe, or that right pinky edge of the foot. You got it. Inhale, rock to the right. Exhale, rock the ankle to the left. Inhale, foot to the right. Exhale to the left. 2 more rounds. Inhale, rock right. Exhale, rock left. Inhale, rock it to the right. See as far as you can. Exhale, rock to the left. See if you can lengthen that pinky edge just a little bit more. And then bring the foot back into center. We're going to bring that foot a little bit in front of us. Find some circles with the ankle. All the way around, big circles. So we started by rocking back and forth, getting that connection then from side to side. Now we're pairing it all together. Trying to draw a big circle with the toe. Breathe. Finding rotations in both directions. If you want a challenge here, try to rotate the ankle with the toes spread wide. Gently guiding that right foot back to center. Take 3 breaths here. Just notice how the two feet feel. Notice how the 2 ankles feel in comparison to one another. Just breathing in, bringing in oxygen and nourishment for the body. Exhaling what you have found or the thoughts or feelings you have that are no longer serving you. Bringing that awareness to the left foot. Rocking again, lateral movements. As we inhale, roll onto the pinky edge of the left foot. See if we can lift the instep. And exhale as you roll that ankle in. Lift the pinky edge, even if it's just a centimeter. Inhale, rock to the left. And exhale, rock to the right. Slow, mindful movements. These are very powerful things. Inhaling left. Exhale, right. Inhale, rock left. Exhale, rock right. Inhale, rock left. Exhale, rock right. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Stay with the movement. Inhale. Exhale. And returning that foot to center. Inch that foot out a little in front of you. Start to find circles with the ankle. Once again, we warmed up that front and back motion, that forward and backward, that paddling motion. Then we warmed up the side to side. Now we pair it all together with big ankle circles. Trying to draw a large circle with your big toe if you want an extra challenge. See if you can find those circles with the toes spread wide. This is not easy. As we then return both feet back into center, if it feels good for you, we can inch the right foot in towards the body, towards the chair. If you choose, if it feels all right in your feet, we can roll onto the toes, tucking the toes and pressing the top of the foot and the front of the ankle forward. Big opener. Big deep breaths. This is going to help stretch the front of the ankle all the way up to the knee. Take 1 more inhale here. And the exhale, slowly release, return that right foot to center. If that suited your practice, offer it to the other side. Inch that left foot back towards the chair. Tucking those toes in. If it's in your practice, roll on to the toes. Begin to press the top of the foot and the front of the ankle forward. Big opener here. Taking 1 more big breath, opening the front side of that leg and ankle. And then the exhale, gently release. Shake out the feet, paddle out the feet, tap the feet. Notice how you feel, notice what you need, and let's bring the feet back into center. Together, let's reach the hands down by the side. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, only as far as feels good. On the exhale, bring the hands into heart center, draw the shoulders down and back. Let's close the eyes or bow the head for 3 breaths. Let us be grateful for the body. Let us cherish the body. Let us thank the body for all of its hard work. Remembering that just taking the time to breathe, taking the time to focus on breath is so beneficial. Honoring your nourished inhalation and your exhausted exhalation. As I thank you so much for joining me today, I look forward to seeing you next time. Sat Nam. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you have other questions, please comment below, because I would love to know.